All right, this is the Jimmy Cabs 5150 interview series and Bulldozer Magazine. I'm here in the lovely city of Glendale, right about to witness what I would say in underground heaviness history, a monumental moment. I'm here with UFO, excuse me if I butcher it, Ufomammut. Please introduce yourselves.
I am Poya.
Hello, I'm Hurlo.
Hi, I'm Vita.
One of the things that's very interesting about your band, let me first start off by saying there are very few bands, not only in North America, but around the world, that have a very loyal audience. You hardly tour here in the United States, but yet you have a very loyal audience. Ufomammut has not only done this, I think the reason why is because you're very unique in this realm of heavy music. What I mean by that is your music transcends different barriers of creativity. There's heaviness, there's what is known here as psychedelia influence, and then there's also the expansion of creativity. When you play your music live, it not only captures the listener, but it gives the listener an expansion of the mind where you're going. When you write your music, is that how you bring it about, or tell me the origins of how when you write your music, what are you trying to achieve?
Well, it's a good question because it's not easy to explain how things work because there is no precise recipe for that. I think like every band, we just try something in our rehearsal room. Or we came up with some riff in the rehearsal room, and everything comes out from the music. So no concept, no lyrics, nothing, just pure music, just simple chords, and then we built up something around the initial chords, and we start to add layers of things. This is the way how we have always worked with the music. How the music has been developed since 16 years. The only thing that changed was just we grow up older. So we just have to we have sharpened our weapons. They are not based upon technique in playing, but more in just try to find out our own way of playing, just our own style. We didn't, since the beginning, our goal was to be like ourselves. To have, of course, we have, like every band, we have influences, but we just wanted to be like Ufomammut, and that's it.
Any of you would like to elaborate?
Well, I think it's already a good elaboration has been done by Poya. Yeah, of course. And yes, I think that what you said is very cool, and thank you for what you said. And I think that the most important thing for us is when we play live is to give something to the people, to receive something back from them, and that's the power of being on a stage. We are not how can I say, we don't care about being rock stars or things like that. We just want to share with the people what we are able to do, and I think we are lucky that we can do this kind of music in this way that comes natural for us. So I think that yes, we are doing something different because we got followers that are quite different from the common people. So it's we are unique, maybe, like you said, but because we have a unique fan base. Yeah. That is this is cool. That gave us a lot of inputs to do always better thing, I think.
Is that a question for me?
Yes.
If you'd like to add to that.
No, I just want to say, I want to add something about what Poya said about the rehearsal room. There is a good feeling between us, and it's easier, let's say, easier for us to compose music and work on music during our practice. and you can see that even when we play on stage. We just need to take a look to each other to know what to do or not to do, or change something, or get a line longer or shorter anyway. And about fans here in North America, I guess it's because this is exactly because there is an ocean between our continents, so it's not easy to come here and tour the USA for many reasons, visas and long distances. Wow, this country is huge. So it's not Europe. Europe it's easy because we get our van and we tour all around Europe, and it's easy.
With our own equipment.
Exactly. It is especially that. So.
The unique trait that Ufomammut has is the fact that you do not label yourselves and you do not creatively stay in a box. In other words, the bottom foundation is, yes, heaviness, but what is unique and very, very, what I would say, almost rare in North America is the fact that you expand, as I stated before, in so many elements. What I like about your music also is here in America, and I say this in all sincerity, the improvisation that you do when you're playing live. The last time I've seen a band that can just improvise and still keep the attention span of the listener, whether it's on vinyl or the live experience, is a band like Grateful Dead, which is a completely different type of music. But the improvisation, the attention span, the fact that the viewer or the listener gets into a trance. Would you agree with this assessment? Why don't we start with you?
Well, improvisation actually is not so peculiar in our style. We have some parts that are free. Let's say solos. I'm not able to play any solo, so every time I just try to do something different in my own way. But yeah, I won't call it that improvisation. It's just like, no, I will call it improvisation. Yeah, it's true. It's a real.
There's a freedom of you.
Yeah,
There's a freedom that goes between you guys when you're playing.
Yeah, this is true, and at the same time we have very solid structures that we have to follow, because it's the mixture that is really important. It's always been a mixture. Since our name, UFO and Mammut, that is UFO and Mammoth, that is heavy and light and future and past and whatever, just the opposites, just like I was thinking last day, like Iron Butterfly, like heavy and very light.
Unique.
Yes, and this is our own way to improvise. But it's not the common thing, just because we are not able to play. So we just hide everything with the effects, distortion, whatever, things like that, and we like this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody would you like to add to that?
Yeah. Sure. The improvisation, anyway, it's important when we work in again in our rehearsal room, because that's the only way we are able to compose music. We can't write music. We have to record our practice to remember. Yeah, it's. But lately, not so much. But at the beginning, we used to improvise on stage. And for example, I remember the mountain. The mountain. We composed the mountain on stage because it was an improvisation of which song I forgot. The last one on God Like Snake. Ozomin was an improvisation we used to do on stage, and then we started to work on that improvisation in our rehearsal room. So yeah, and another song, for example, I remember. No, I don't remember that. Hopscotch, okay, hopscotch. Even hopscotch came from an improvisation. I remember Urlo started to play the bass in our practice room, and was a couple of weeks before recording Snail King. It was a couple of weeks before. And
even with Idolum, there were a couple of songs that
yeah,
finished the day before the recordings. And
yeah, exactly. Now on stage, okay, there is like Poya said, there is a kind of improvisation, but we were more free at the beginning, because now we wanna give to the crowd something different, something more. It's a wrong word, but more perfect. It's wrong, that word, but that's
And the last thing I would like to say is that I think that basically we are more a sort of punk psychedelic band, in the meaning that we are heavy, but I think in a punk way, because we like to reach this kind of heaviness more physically while on stage, and to use a big sound. But this sound would be anything without the way we play and the way we try to, how can I say, put this sound to reach the people and so on. And at the same time, it's quite open to be a punk attitude, and it becomes a sort of psychedelic way of seeing these two genres together. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so kind of music together, and that's probably why we don't like to be categorized in I don't know, stoner rock or doom or psychedelic. Yeah, because we like to be more free at the end, even if like Vita said and Poya too. Lately, we are more precise in what we do live. We are still. We still know that we can do in the way we like it.
Yeah, it's a structure, but it has these borders, these limits. There are punk structure, but with not precise, not perfect shape. Just like something rough, something is imperfect, something is very. I mean, perfection is not human, and we prefer to be to remain human, and using technology as well, because it's important for our style and our music. So we just mix the things.